Today on 15 on 15.
Canadian school Seneca College offers courses for Aruban students. Plus, although Back to the Future Day has passed, it continues to inspire inventors worldwide. And Aruba receives a special treat at the Green Conference Aruba 2015. Thank you very much for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Over the past few months, Aruba has been introduced with various options to study abroad. Over the weekend, the Canadian school, which is Seneca College, held an informational night on the courses and application requisites. What makes Seneca College unique is that they offer courses that range from 1 to 4 years with a lot more options for those who are undecided on their courses. During a recent informational night by Seneca College, the international representative, Dean Jos Nole, explained in more detail of the programs that they have to offer for Aruban students.
A couple of program areas that are of special interest, I think, for people in Aruba could be in the tourism hospitality. It's obviously a huge amount of employment in that. And we have a variety of programs in that field. A lot of it is related to the travel and aviation. And a lot of them are 2-year diploma programs because the industry says we don't need 4-year degree for that. We want them to be practical, hands-on, understand the systems, reservation systems. They need to really understand customer service. Our students walk around in uniform as if they're already working in an airline or in a hotel. There's a lot of hands-on training. Like one of our classrooms is like a cabin of an aircraft, and so they work with the galleys and all of that kind of training.
Besides teaching to apply skills to the work market, Seneca College also offers all of the courses needed for basic education. The representative, Jos Nole, believes the Canadian school can offer many positive courses to Aruba's future generation.
The aviation is, of course, part of that, and Aruba gets a lot of people coming in and leaving and through the airport, and there's a lot of jobs at the airport, and I think that will eventually only expand. I think for an island like Aruba with a fragile ecosystem, it's very important we do that more and more in as most sustainable way as possible, and that will offer a lot of different operations and maintenance jobs that I think will be very interesting for youth in Aruba. Not everybody wants to study 4 years, right? So maybe they will do a 2-year diploma, which in the future I hope we can offer 1 year here through partners in education at Aruba, and then come 1 year to Toronto, get a diploma, or 2 years to become a technologist. Those are all kind of things we talk about with the government of Aruba.
Although there are many plans ahead, the current partnership will allow Aruban students to receive a 30% discount on their yearly tuition, in links with Aruba Learning. In other news, the Aruba Airport celebrates a very special day today. 43 years ago, Aruba's new terminal building at the Beatrix Airport was inaugurated with astronaut Gordon Cooper and Miss Cooper as guests of honor. Colonel Cooper was the first astronaut to stay in space for over 34 hours, all while making 2 orbits in May 1963. The Aruba airplane was the first plane to use the new platform, which can accommodate 5 DC-8 jets and 4 other planes. This new terminal had the largest capacity in the Netherlands Antilles and had the longest runway in the Caribbean area. The total cost of this project was 17.5 million florins. Turning the page, over the weekend, Aruba organized the first educational fair to exhibit the various options there are to get an education on the island of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. The Education and Health Fair is an event to inform the community of the various studies and courses Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao has to offer. This fair took place at YMCA St. Nicholas and celebrated the 60th anniversary of the Aruba School Organization. Educational institutes such as APE University of Aruba, Xavier University, and Aruba High Schools were present along with the Aruban Police Department, firefighters, and hospital to perform health exams and presentations. Moving forward, 3 of Aruba's own were recognized for their individual talents at the 4th annual Dutch Caribbean Pearls event in Rotterdam, Netherlands over the weekend. 3 Aruban youngsters were honored with the Dutch Pearl Caribbean Award during a gala event this weekend. The winners were Kurt Fortin, Jennifer Funn, and Ken Wolf, who were all awarded according to their talents. Kurt Fortin is a presenter, singer, and writer of the book Yakanuko. He received the award in the category of art and literature. The award for Student of the Year went to Jennifer Funn. She completed her master's in intercultural communications and investigated the Aruban language papiamento for her final thesis. And finally, the visual arts artist, Ken Wolf, received the Public Choice Awards for Most Outstanding Pearl for his work as a cinematographer. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more 15 on 15 after a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we have more inventions from the Back to the Future movie. Staying with us, last month the world celebrated Back to the Future Day. October 21st marked the day that the iconic 1985 film predicted to be the future. We showed you what predictions came true and which ones were a bit too far-fetched. But now the celebration has inspired inventors to get busy on those seemingly impossible gadgets. Check it out. Many were shocked on Back to the Future Day due to the unrealistically accurate predictions the movie was able to make. Certain products, tools, and events that had seemed unlikely in 1985. And now that the future is upon us, the film has inspired inventors to push a little bit further. And although time machines are not on the market just yet, the DeLorean was already a defunct brand when it appeared in the movie 30 years ago. But thanks to the part in the movie and its one-of-a-kind design, fans still want to buy them. And they can. Just like new. At the DeLorean Motor Company of Houston, you can find several DeLoreans still for sale. Also very happy to convert any one of them completely with a Mr. Fusion if that is what you want. The movie has also inspired the footwear company Nike to take on the challenge to create the unique self-lacing Nike mags. Of course, Michael J. Fox received the honor of trying the first pair. Shortly after these self-lacing kicks received online fame, replicas in China started popping up immediately. On another note, pretty much every girl between the ages of 2 and 14 had a Barbie at some point in their life. As you remember, Barbie was always very glamorous with always the best hair, skin, and perfect body. For many years, Barbie was the best-selling toy in the market until sales began to decline in 2011. Mattel is now ready to shed a new light on how Barbie is pictured. It's taken toy manufacturing company Mattel nearly 6 decades to launch a realistic and empowering Barbie ad for young kids. The Barbie doll, which was introduced in 1959, is primarily known for her perfect body, her flawless features, her cute boyfriend Ken, and her really cool friends. For many years, Barbie was the company's best-selling toy until sales began to decline in 2011. In fact, sales fell by 14% just in 2014. In order to make its comeback, Mattel brought back branding experts who was responsible for a mini Barbie comeback in the 1990s. So now the company has decided to eliminate Superstar Barbie, Top Model Resort Barbie, and Jewel Girl Barbie, and instead introduce Veterinarian Barbie, Businesswoman Barbie, and College Barbie in this new, empowering ad. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more 15 on 15 after a word from one of our sponsors. After the break, Bill Clinton at Green Conference Aruba. Thank you very much for staying with us. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton has been a major proponent of green efforts in the Caribbean. In May of this year, the Clinton Foundation and the Rocky Mountain Institute announced an official partnership aimed at promoting green energy in the region. Therefore, although he could not be present, Mr. Clinton opened the 6th annual Green Conference with a few motivating words for the initiative.
I wish I could be with you at this year's Green Aruba Conference, and I'd like to thank Prime Minister Iman and the government of Aruba, as well as Utilities Aruba, Web Aruba, and Elmar for spearheading this event. The challenges and opportunities you're discussing are very close to my heart, and I'd like to commend all the leaders in the audience for continuing to embrace renewable energy, demonstrating that change is possible, and coming together to build a community that shares sustainability. You see that already, that your coastal communities are suffering a disproportionate burden of the consequences of climate change. But instead of accepting the fate, your visionary and practical focus on renewable energy and energy efficiency is not simply setting your countries towards a cleaner future. It's also helping create jobs, spur new businesses and industries, and on the global stage, demonstrating that you are more than simply the front line of climate change. You are also the vanguards of our global response. This is not only the better way forward, it's the smarter and more economical way forward. It remains astonishing to me that the Caribbean island nations spend 15% or more of their GDP to generate electricity through diesel combustion. You have abundant natural energy resources, and thankfully, the costs of renewable energy technologies are becoming ever cheaper, more efficient, and easier to integrate. Affordable, clean energy can ease the financial burden on nations and families alike, allowing for more shared growth and prosperity. At our Clinton Climate Initiative, we're honored to work with you to help you achieve your visions for your energy futures. And I'm happy that we've recently expanded our capacity to assist through our partnership with the Rocky Mountain Institute and Carbon War Room teams. Together, we'll be working hand in hand with you to fulfill your objectives of renewable energy and energy efficiency. Countries and communities all around the globe should be impressed by the leadership of island nations who are working toward a more sustainable, resilient future. Each successful project you implement will become a blueprint for future implementation in other places, demonstrating that a renewable energy future is possible, not just for the Caribbean, but for the world. I urge you to build upon the new relationships you forge at Green Aruba, to continue an open dialogue, and to encourage and embrace sustainable energy practices across this beautiful and diverse region, not only in the interest of protecting the islands you call home, but to ensure that we leave this earth in a condition in which future generations can thrive. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook page and newly added Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. Be sure to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. See ya then.